Okay, so we've got our first requested video, which was a request for something that would show how to multiply a whole by a fraction, and specifically how to multiply a whole by a fraction while using the rectangle model. So we are looking at a question, of course, in math, and we're going to get started on that right away. So specifically, someone asked about question 41 from check-in number 1. I'm going to do question 41, but this is not question 41. This is an example that I'd like to do before I show you question 41, so that you have two different versions to look at if you're trying to review for an assessment. Okay, so first off, I haven't written out a question here. I've drawn the picture of a question, but I haven't written out a question. I have two pictures here. One represents a fraction. The fraction, of course, the purple one. Here, I've colored in 3 of 4 squares or rectangles. So that picture represents 3/4. Okay, we know that we're doing multiplication of fractions and wholes in this particular example. So I'm going to put a multiplication sign in between my pictures and also one in between my numbers. I then am multiplying, as I said at the start, by wholes. So not fractions yet, but wholes. So if this is a whole number, what's represented here is 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. So the number, whole number there is 4. So the next thing, of course, that I would do is I'd have an equal sign and an equal sign here, and I would do the math, and I draw a picture to represent that answer. The purpose of doing models is to help you to understand what's happening in the math. So don't necessarily do the math first all the time. Try and do a picture and see if it matches. If you feel comfortable, then you're probably doing okay. All right. So let's just do something that you can't do on paper here. I'm going to take this 3/4 and I'm just going to drag it over here and I'm going to drop it right there. And I'm going to take this yellow one here and I'm going to drag it and drop it over that purple model. So what I've done there is I've overlapped those two numbers, and it shows you basically what the outcome is of multiplying 3/4 by 4 wholes. So you have here 4 of 3/4. We want to know, though, what the total number of wholes is, or we want to know what our final answer is. So if we're going to know what our final answer is, we're going to have to find out how many wholes we actually have. Because right now we would just have 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4. How I like to do that is by numbering each of these double colored pieces. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 double colored pieces. So how I would use that then is I would identify for myself another shape that would be exactly the same, like this one here, and I would put those numbers in so that they represent wholes. Remember that in our picture here we have 4 wholes, so this would equal 1 whole. This particular shape right here would equal 1 whole, this would equal 2 wholes, this would equal 3 wholes, and that would equal 4 wholes. So I'm just going to take those numbers that I put into this uh, double colored one up here, and I'm going to fill in my holes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 hole, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 holes, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 3 holes. I've used up all of my pieces, and what I end up with are 3 holes. So I have here a picture that shows me that. If I do the straight math on this question, I would have 3 over 4 times 4 over 1. I would cross simplify these guys here. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 4 once, makes my math super easy, and I end up with 3 times 1, which is 3, and 1 times 1, which is 1, which of course any number over 1 equals itself, so 3 wholes. So I've proven by my math, and I've proven by a picture what exactly I've done here in my multiplication of a fraction times a whole. Okay, so let's go on now to question 41. Hopefully this makes more sense for you now. So we'll do the same basic principle. I think what caused people some trouble was the stuff over here, which basically says that each one of the lines that are moving horizontally equal 1/5. So in this picture, what we have is 2/5, right? So horizontally, we have 2/5, okay? And we want to know what it's 2/5 multiplied by. Well, as we did in the last one, this bottom one here is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. So our multiplication question then would be 2/5 times 6. Okay, but let's again do our pictures. So here I have 2/5 identified by a picture, and here I have my holes. Okay, if I take my holes and my 2/5 and I overlap those, what I'm basically doing is I'm identifying what my final answer would be. So here I have overlapped those. Now in this particular example, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but again using the smartboard, I'm going to create my answer right up here. Okay, so I'm going to take these pieces from my overlapped section and I'm going to fill up my holes and I'm going to number them along the bottom, right? So once again, I have 2/5, just like the last one, times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 holes. Okay, so I'm going to make that equal sign, whatever the picture looks like right up there. So I'm going to not number these ones. I'm actually going to drag the pieces. So if I have piece number 1, I would have this one right here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so if I pull these numbers up here to this top one, what I end up with, of course, going up and down where my whole numbers are, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is one hole, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so in this example, I have 1, 2 holes, so 2 holes, and then I have 1, 2 pieces out of a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Because this is my incomplete hole or my fraction that's left over. So what I end up with is 2, which is these 2 right here, out of the total number of possibles right here, which is 5. So if you were asked to tell me what the multiplication question is, your first number or first fraction should be the ones that are colored in going this direction. The next number, in this case the 6, is the number of times it's divided and identified going that direction. So 2/5 times 6. So let's just quickly do that mathematically. So 2/5 times 6 is the same as 2/5 times 6 over 1. I look to cross simplify the 2 and the 1. No. 6 and the 5. No. So I'm multiplying straight across. 2 times 6 is 12. 5 times 1 is 5. So that's an improper fraction, so I have to convert it to a mixed number. 5 goes into 12 2 times with a remainder or a leftover of 2 pieces, and then my denominator. Okay, hopefully that helped. Specifically question 41 and multiplying rectangle model when doing a fraction times a whole number or a whole number times a fraction. Thanks.